if there is asthma running in the family, there are some that have it, some don't have it, yet they have it in their genes, right? But sometimes the ones that have it, or the ones that do not have it, there's a likelihood that there is a change of life preferences. If your forefather had it, and your father had it, and you also have it, you have the same disease, but the same disease is promoted by the same type of food, same appetites. This is why one of you might not have it. One of your siblings might not have it. But it may take you 100 years to realize it's because he's not eating what all of us enjoy eating.
Welcome to Faith Surge channel. Kindly like, share, and subscribe. Shalom.
Where is the pain? In the head. Where is the poverty? In the head. Why is it that certain diseases, apart from accidents and so on, they run through the genes? To a certain extent, we can even include accidents as well. They run in the genes because you all drive the same way and the same type of cars. As long as a car has less security features, that's what you buy. And it's genetic. Genes affects how you choose. Genes can actually lead you to buying disputed properties every time. You are less cautious. You are not investigative. You don't ask relevant questions. You jump into relationships. It's part of the genetics. Your mother was like that, your father was like that. But if a disease runs in the lineage, in the generation, why is it some people do not have it, while your mother had it? Doctors will tell you the fact that your mother had it doesn't mean that you will have it. But they only say you are susceptible to it. You are most likely to have it because it's in your genes. Though you don't have it, but you're likely to have it. You have more chances of having it because it runs through genes. But how come some won't have it as a condition, yet they have it as in genes? This is where the difference is. This is where the difference is. This is where the difference is. I've told you about the surrounding genetics, the epigenetics, your environment that supports your inner genes. The genes within must be in sync with the surrounding, the environment in which you grow. Some of you, the reason why you are different from your father, yet you carry the same genes, is because you relocated. Yeah. you carried the gene into a different location that was not in support of your father's genes. It's a form of deliverance from generational issues when a man is transferred from one location to another. People might want to argue about that, but honestly, environment contributes. Environment. Environment. So what happens is that doctors say, they tell me that if there is asthma running in the family, there are some that have it, some don't have it, yet they have it in their genes, right? But sometimes the ones that have it, or the ones that do not have it, there's a likelihood that there is a change of life preferences. If your forefather had it and your father had it and you also have it, you have the same disease, but the same disease is promoted by the same type of food, same appetites. This is why one of you might not have it. One of your siblings might not have it. But it may take you 100 years to realize it's because he's not eating what all of us enjoy eating. One that stops taking alcohol, that stops drinking, is exempted from what runs through the genes. So what is happening is he has now put himself in a different environment that does not promote what he carries. So what he carries has no way to feed from. So doctor told me that at a surface level, people can easily say you have it because your mother had it. That's at the surface. When you go deeper into that, whilst you have it, it was never going to manifest had you not eaten, had you not inherited your mother's character. You also inherited her appetites that promotes that condition. So it's not just that you have it in your DNA, but you also inherited a culture that promotes it, that helps it manifest. So your deliverance comes when now your mind realizes, yes, we all get married in our family, but we are all chased away. What promotes that? You also inherited a culture, a language, a talk that you were supposed to abandon the day that you got married. Because your mother was teaching you how to talk to a man. She never said, come, let me teach you. No, she was simply talking to your father in your presence. Anyhow. That's an environment that you carry. That's the epigenetics now. That is going to promote the DNA within you. What were they feeding on? If you have poverty in your head, it has to have an environment that supports it, friends that supports it, books that supports it, material on social media. Let's go through videos that you watch. They are all in support of a wrong idea, poverty mentality that you have. This is why the biggest consumption now in terms of social media consumption, it's gossip. Gossip. Useless stories, that's what you find. People are making billions. How much in terms of money that is going into consuming useless things? It's terrifying. And all that, it's well organized. Something wrong in you is feeding on that supply. How can you come out of poverty? How can you come out of poverty? You can find books now on Amazon. That's the good side of internet. There are documentaries there. You can learn a lot. You don't even need a computer. The phone. The phone. Renewing of the mind. Deleting old information. Putting yourself in a coma. Deleting wrong information that you were taught, things that you were told about you. And you start to reformat your brain until you get to a point where now you can consciously know what you know in the subconscious. When it gets to that, that becomes your life. Seeking to consciously know your subconscious. You now know. This is because you don't want to look back, my sister, like you were asking. You don't want to look back and then you find out there is somebody who had knowledge concerning my leg. Let's say it's in the leg, okay, it's not in the head. Then you find out when you look back, God tells you, you see how many people on earth had the capacity to get rid of this condition. See how many people. See how many people had the capacity to cure you. When you look back, you will see millions. My sister, not of preachers, of physicians who could have looked at your leg and helped you come out of that condition. But you didn't do enough in terms of putting enough money into getting well. There is always somebody out there who knows better. Why do I always encourage you people to also listen to other people, other preachers, other speakers, other teachers of the word? That's the only way that you can know better, know more. How can you even tell if I'm wrong, if I'm the only person that you listen to? You won't grow. You won't grow. Any mentor who discourages you from listening to others is not mentoring you, he's killing you. I'm telling you, this is why even if you, before you go through any serious medical procedure, you need to inquire in the multitude of counsel. There is safety. You need to hear from different doctors concerning the same condition. But most of us, in as much as God has blessed us, we don't use our money. We don't exchange it for our well-being. Somebody can cure your condition, not even in church. Out there. Out there. You can be healed. That woman with the issue of blood, it's because she kept on trying. She kept on going until she got to the right person. And she recovered. Had she stopped at some point, she was never going to recover. We stopped too soon, too early. There are people, I'm not talking of in heaven, I'm talking of earthly human beings, gifted, that serve as healing cells in the body of Christ.
Who are able to help you.